We got to keep the focus on CNN, my friends.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Check this one out. Joe Rogan calls CNN's Don Lemon a dumb mother for doubling down on a horse dewormer narrative, saying you can't allow people to say things that are absolutely untrue when you have a effing news organization, Rogan said. Well, Joe,
pull his punches.
Buddy, Don Lemon doubled down and claimed that you did, in fact, ingest horse dewormer, which is a lie. And you thought that was bad? CNN tripled down. CNN defends Joe Rogan treatment in fiery statement. Eric Wemple of the Washington Post accurately points out CNN is acting more like an advocacy group than an actual news organization. He says this: CNN statement sounds more like the work of an advocacy group than a journalism outfit. The issue actually begins and ends with the integrity of CNN's content. He says if we take Rogan's prescription claim at face value, and CNN hasn't challenged it, the network's coverage was slanted in some cases and straight up incorrect in others. Here's their quote. CNN says, the heart of this debate has been purposefully confused and ultimately lost. It's never been about livestock versus human dosage of ivermectin. The issue is that a powerful voice in the media, who by example and through his platform sowed doubt in the proven and approved science of vaccines while promoting the use of an unproven treatment for COVID-19, a drug developed to ward off parasites in farm animals. The only thing CNN did wrong here was bruise the ego of a popular podcaster who pushed dangerous conspiracy theories and risked the lives of millions of people in doing so. Joe, sitting before me are two wonderful lawyers.
Yes, please.
Would you
give him some advice on suing the pants off CNN, please?
Yes, please.
Please.
I mean, be careful what you say about Don Lemon, because I'm currently suing him for sexual assault of a bartender, Dustin Heiss.
Wow.
He is a credibly accused, the Harvey Weinstein of the media.
Wow.
And he has so far dodged and evaded responsibility and accountability. We'll see if that happens come trial in January. But Joe clearly has a very good claim. I mean, this is repeated libel, and they're clearly just going to accelerate, and they're going to keep doing it. And I hope he does take action. I know in the past he's been reluctant, but at some point he has to for the benefit of everyone else. Because if Joe Rogan sits there and takes it, other people will think they don't have a fighting chance.
How would he do it? What would he do? Hire? Just find? Should he contact you?
Joe, just file suit and file. Joe has plenty of good lawyers, all he's got to do is file a libel suit, file it right there in the Western District of Texas in the Austin division where he now resides, and file it against CNN and go after them. I mean, the anti-SLAPP statute doesn't apply there, so he doesn't have to worry about fees.
You have Sanjay Gupta on his own podcast saying CNN shouldn't have done it.
Yep.
What do they do after that? They do it two more times.
So
now, I want to say one thing: Washington Post calling CNN activist journalism is the pot calling the kettle black, but at the very least they got it right here. But Robert, someone in the comment section of our last highlight said, what would his damages be? He hasn't sustained any damages. So what would?
Well, I mean, that'd be up to the jury to determine. But I mean, at a minimum, he could get a factual finding that CNN lied about him, and that has value and utility right out of the gate.
And also, discovery should be extremely interesting to how they decided to say it's horse medicine when a doctor prescribed it to him.
When I brought suit for all the Covington kids, the goal was to stop and prevent them from telling these kind of lies, because typically ordinary people can't fight back. Joe can fight back, and that's why he should fight back for the people who cannot fight back.
Joe can write a check to a law firm and completely forget about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he'll get an email saying, hey, Joe, here's the update. Here's what they said. Sign off here. If you agree, here's what we're going to respond with. And I'll go, you got it.
I mean, it was patent libel. They said that he took something he didn't take, and they knew that was a lie.
But your point with Sanjay Gupta is even better. They said he took something he didn't take. Their chief medical correspondent said they are wrong, and then they said it again.
They shouldn't have done that, Joe. Why didn't you press him? I don't know. And then they do this
again.
Afterwards.
That's come on, it's a slam dunk.
No, and then they purport that he's the one who's in the wrong for being offended by their libel. I mean, it's nuts.
Sanjay Gupta went on his show and said, we lied, we messed up, we got this one wrong, and now they're like. They had him on. I mean, I don't even want to think what they did to him in the backstage when they brought in Sanjay Gupta for that screw up, and now he had to go on national television and then go back on what he said on the Rogan podcast.
I'm just gonna reveal to you guys. See, I was actually going to hire Joe Rogan for $1 billion. But once I found out he took horse medicine, I had to cancel that deal. Sorry, Joe, that's $1 billion in damages.
Well, he probably does have some damages claims, because there are going to be some people who don't listen to him and some limitation on his ratings. And given the scale that he's at, it doesn't take long to get to 10 million plus. And we know CNN wrote at least some sizable check to Nicholas Sandmann when they were caught lying to him. They're currently facing a major lawsuit from Project Veritas for lying about Project Veritas and James O'Keefe. So, but Rogan would put them at the most exposure, mostly in the court of public opinion, but financially as well.